Hi. So long time no live. Nice to see you all. I hope you had a great summer. We surely had one. Yeah, some change happened. We are not Möbel in Berlin anymore. We are called now Atelier Tinalp. So we have a new name because we are not located in Berlin, and so we had to change that. So what we're gonna do tonight? Tonight we're gonna do some abstract flower leaf painting, something like that. So we have those little side tables. They have nice wood legs. We taped them and already painted the bottom part. So if it goes back in here, then you have a little side table. So we have 3 of those legs. And I already prepared that just to try out before we started our live. And we're gonna do something like that. I'm not gonna use the dark pink because I think it's too much. I will just use Blooming Lovely from Daydream Apothecary. It's from the botanical line, and then we will use Calm Palm from the botanical line as well. And we will use salt water from the coastal line. To prepare this, I mixed Ground Control, which is the white, with Major Tom. Just a little bit Major Tom because I didn't want to have a pure white. I wanted to have more like a really light gray. And I primed the tabletop with that. So, and now this is pretty easy. All you need to do, you can see it here, you just need to do some shapes of different colors. So we're gonna do the, what's it called? Blushing coral and the salt water. And so we're just gonna paint some shades of that on our table. So we're gonna do this part in blue. And you don't really need any drawing skills for that. You just it's supposed to look really easy and really fun, and yeah. The only thing I'm taking care of that I have sharp edges, because I don't want to have any edges where you can, yeah, I just want to have sharp edges, so that it looks like it's drawn out. So then we're gonna do a second one, maybe right there. I'm putting some water on my brush because the paint is really thick already. It's already used up and thick, and it's easier to spread it if you use some water to help you. Okay. And then I will have one more little spot up here in blue. So I'm doing the edges first, and then I'm just covering the rest. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Blushing Coral. This is like a, I don't know what kind of color is that. Oh. It's like a light pink or something like that. I'm gonna do a circle right here, or something like a circle. Again, I'm gonna do the outside first because I want to have sharp edges. So, and you can do whatever shapes you like. You could do like squares or triangles or whatever. Okay. So, and we're gonna do one more here. Just gonna do something like a loop. And there's no rule, just do whatever you like. So okay. Now I'm just gonna try that using the heat gun really quick. If you use the heat gun, never like hold it still. Always move it, because if you hold it still, you will burn the paint. So you have to always be in motion if you use the heat gun. But it's a really nice tool if you're impatient or if you have a life and you want to show every step. Usually I would just let it dry and wait a couple of minutes. But we don't have this time, so we're just going to use the heat gun. Okay. Let me just check. Everything is... Yeah, here's one little spot. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move on with Pal. And we're just gonna paint some leaves on here. So we're gonna have one right here, and I'm just gonna and it really doesn't have to be perfect, just and the shapes of the leaves are up to you as well. So you can, I'm just gonna do like really long ones here. You can do round ones, oval ones, whatever you prefer. And even where you put them, it's up to you. So you don't have to always put one by one. You can skip that a little bit as well. If you have questions, you can write them in the comments. We will answer them later. Hello to everyone who just joined. So what we're gonna do, just let me show you again. We're gonna do some abstract, really colorful flower painting. We have those little side tables which are like kind of mid-century style, and I think that suits them good. So this is what we're doing. We already used salt water on those places and just filled out, yeah, random shapes, and then we used blushing coral on those places, and again random shapes, whatever you want to do, what shapes you like. It's totally up to you what you do. And now I'm just painting some leaves. If you start with a certain shape, you should stay with the shape. Of course you can make them bigger, but you should not go with round leaves now, because it's one flower and that wouldn't make sense. So I try to make them bigger at the bottom. Because that's the same way in nature. So usually they're bigger at the bottom. And that's what I'm trying to do too. So now I'm going to do one here. As you can see, I have, this is maybe a nice tip for you. I just have here something as a reference photo, which I used. We always like to go to Pinterest and look for inspiration, and you can have pinbänder. You can pin whatever.
Pinboard, yes.
Pinboard, yeah. You can pin whatever you think inspires you, and you can even categorize it. So we have a lot of stuff. So we have, for example, tropical leaves here. Then we have horror, music, street art, Asia, Pippi. Remember we did a Pippi dresser one day. We just made a queen dresser, which we did in a live as well. So you can find whatever inspires you and save that. And today I just went to Pinterest and look at all those abstract color paintings, and I just saved everything I thought would be interesting. And yeah, and this is the one I decided to go for this look. But this can be really helpful if you're planning a project. Just kind of scroll to Pinterest, and they have a good algorithm too. So let me go back. So if we go at our home page, you can see they already saw that we were looking for stuff like this. So a lot of the stuff, without even searching now, is the style of painting. And yeah, if you're bored, you just can go online and check and find a lot of inspiration there. So this is really helpful. We really use that a lot. Okay. So now we're gonna do something with more roundish leaves. And like I said, it's totally up to you. You you can do whatever you like there. So bigger round leaves now, or more roundish leaves. And again, I'm just taking care that I have sharp edges. Yeah. And this is really, really easy. You can even do that with your kids. They could help you, because it's nothing really. You don't need to be really skilled in drawing to do that. So and if the paint is too thick, just go ahead and use some water. So this one is not used up so much, so it's the right consistency, but sometimes if you already have used it several times. So and the coverage is really good, you can see that, so you don't even need to go over that twice, you just need to do it once. What really helps if the brush you're using, if you use like a brush like this, which is like which has straight edges, that really I really like those, but you can try, you know, maybe other brushes are more handy for you. It's always personal preference. So okay, now we have a second flower, and now I will just go back to my the stuff I saved, and just look if I find something I can. Let's do something with really, really small edges, like this leaf. And if you're not sure, you can use. They are like this is like a chalk paint. So this is a pen. This is chalk, and you could just wipe it away if it's not the way you wanted it to. So I would just do one from here, and then do really small ones. So I do a straight line, and then I do a round line. Again, straight line, round line, straight line, round line, straight line, round line, straight line, round line, straight line, round line. So I would do one more here. You can see that? And now we're just gonna go back to our green and just paint that with green. So I do the middle first. I just have to be careful because this is still wet. Okay. And then again, I'm just drawing those leaves. And like I said, they don't need to be perfect. So if there is one which is a little bit out of shape, it's not a problem for the style. Okay. Okay. That looks pretty good. So I already said I taped off the legs. So we have two different tables. One is higher and the other one is lower, which can go under it. So for the lower ones, I just taped it off at the bottom. So all you need to do is just go ahead and paint that. If you tape something, I would never paint it like this, because then you can push the paint under the tape. Always go like this. This is much better, because then you won't push any paint under the tape. So then you don't need to use like a top coat or something up front. So I'm gonna let that dry, and now we go back, and here we have two, and if you have two, you can just do it like this. You go all the way around here, and then you go all the way around here. And then you paint the middle. And again here I would just do it like this. Yay! Okay, we're gonna let that dry. Check again later. There was a spot I missed. So. And now I'm gonna use the heat gun again to dry the flowers. So there's one little spot I missed here. I would just kind of fix that. Right there and right there. Okay. Okay. So this is like now more or less dry, and now you can see on the inspiration picture and everything that the next lines, like you can see here, they are really small, and this is really hard to do with a brush. So what we always use is acrylic markers. So you can buy them on Amazon. They're water-based, they're acrylic. You can have different colors. Those are like metallic ones. Then they have them in all different colors. So just Google acrylic markers. You can use them, but you have to let them dry at least, I would say, 24 hours before you put any sealer on it. If you put sealer on it, don't go over it many times. Just go over it once, let it dry, and then seal it again. Because as they are water-based, and if you go over it with a sealer, they could smear, and you don't want that. So let them dry, go over it with the top coat once, let it dry, and then you can top coat again. Acrylic marker. So we're gonna start with, this is silver, but it looks like you can see here, it looks almost black. So we're gonna use the silver one first to outline our leaves on this big one. And now I would just like to go back and find my picture again. So I will do something like that, and you can see it's a little bit off. So this is what I'm gonna do too. So I'm just gonna be a little bit off right here, and then like this. And like I said, there are no rules. Okay, and now now we're just gonna do the inside of the leaves. So we're just gonna go a straight thing right here, and then we're just gonna go like this. And again like this. And we're gonna do the same right here. And right here. And like I said, there are no rules. Okay, the last one. Okay. So now on this one, I'm going to use the green. And again, I'm just going over it, and I'm just going to do the straight, more circled, straight, more circled. And I would just leave it like this. I wouldn't paint anything inside because they're so slim that wouldn't look good. So, and now I still have a blue one and a pink one, and I think I will do this one with the pink one. So again. And of course you can use different colors. You could, I think it would look good in maybe just grays as well, or you could just use some neutral colors, so this is totally up to you. Now I'm gonna use the blue, and what you could do is just make some dots on random spots, maybe like a cloud or whatever, and then you could like they did here, you could do another shape like this, and maybe one more right here, and then you could do some lines, and you don't need to measure or anything, just put them wherever you think they would look good. Let me do some more. Like this. And what else could you do? Let's go back and see what else they did. I would like to do something like that, so without any back color, just drawing some leaves, maybe in here. I'm gonna use the blue one for that, so just like that, and then and one more right here. If you are afraid, you could always use like a pen and draw them first and then just outline them later. I don't know, should I do something else? Or do you think we finished? Well, I like it. I didn't like on this one, so I'm gonna redo this one because I think this pink is too much, and it's too full too. So I put, this is too big, those leaves, and this doesn't really fit because this is too dark. But maybe we could do something like that with green. So we're gonna do something like that on here with green and with those pink spots. So let's do that. So green, and then you can just kind of draw a lot of lines. Okay. And on every end of the line, now I'm just gonna do a pink circle. So it looks like berries or something like that. You could do some bigger and some smaller. So let me do this one bigger. This one bigger as well. Small one. Big one. This one bigger as well. Normal one. Big one again. Big one again. Normal. Let's do one more here and in here. So a bigger one, small one, normal one. Okay. So now we're gonna check our legs and we're gonna build it together and then we're gonna look at it. So let me check the legs if it's covered, and as you can see we just did one coat and it's covered. So let's take off the tape. You should take off the tape as long as the paint is wet. I didn't do that now, which was not good, but it's the best way. Otherwise it could chip and yeah, that would be. Okay. Just gonna turn it around like this and put it in here. Okay, 2 more to go and then we're just gonna put it down and look at it. So let me check again. So there's a little spot here. I would just kind of go over it again because I missed that. But the rest looks fine. So let's take off the tape. If you get tape, always get the one which is not just paper but which has kind of isolation on top of it. If you just take the paper one, it's gonna get wet and then it's gonna get I don't know how to say this in English, Wellen. So next leg. So you can see where this is going. One more leg, okay? Okay. And you could do all 3 colors as well. As we used on the top, but I didn't want to let it get too colorful, so I just used the pink. So this is now the last leg. Okay. Let's just finished. Huh? Okay, so as you can see, there are stripes on the legs now, and then we have the flowers up on the top, and yeah, I hope you like it, and now you know how to do it. And we say goodbye till next month, and yeah, that's it for tonight. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.